What is going on, my Cardano friends? It's your friend Jack here, and in this episode of Cardano Daily, we're going to be covering some pretty interesting topics. It's not going to be a long episode, but we're going to be covering the Nervos network and the interoperable bridge that is Nervos and Cardano. We're going to be covering an update on that, and I'm also going to talk about why it's very important for Cardano to stick to the methodology of going, slow, taking their time, doing things right the first time around. And I'll show you an example of what happens when you go fast and break things. But just before we hop into this episode of Cardano Daily, if you guys want to support me, earn passive ADA on your ADA, and also help decentralize the Cardano network, you can go ahead and stake with my stake pool, Jack, J-A-C-K. With that out of the way, let's talk about the Nervos partnership update and what's going on with the cross-chain bridge from Cardano and Input-Output Hong Kong, along with Nervos and their native token CKB. Okay, so on June 2nd, they did announce a partnership which would be connecting Cardano and the Nervos network, and this was pretty awesome. It goes well with Cardano's mission of interoperability and having basically anyone be able to do anything anywhere. Now, this bridge, once complete, will allow users to use Nervos and Cardano's native currencies, CKB and ADA, respectively, interchangeably, as well as create their own tokens, user-defined tokens, across both of the blockchains. Pretty awesome. On layer 1 and layer 2 of the Nervos network, wrapped ADA tokens will be available for use across the chain's rapidly expanding suite of DeFi applications. So yes, wrapped ADA is going to be pretty important for this DeFi world, and I'm looking forward to it. And in this article, it's also going to cover what they have next to finish the bridge. So stay tuned. Let's keep reading because interoperability is a core principle of Cardano. The bridge will enable developers from both chains to access services and features to expand their dApps and user bases. So an update on their basically work progress towards this mission. We've added the functionality of locking and unlocking flow supporting Cardano. They can lock their assets, users on their platform, and unlock them at the same asset on CKB, which can then be used on the respective blockchain. Once users lock their asset on Cardano, we transfer it to our main wallet held by the main team. Then we mint the same amount of tokens on CKB. When we want to get back their original token, or when people want to get back their ADA, they burn the CKB that was essentially traded for that locked ADA. Progress has been good so far, and there are a few small implementations needed to complete the bridge. These include Cardano test Docker image build, Cardano integration test complete, build infra after all tests pass, infrastructure, Cardano integration test in progress, Cardano configuration and Docker setup in progress. So lots of things still in progress, 6 things to still complete, but the Cardano side transaction monitoring is done. And now they have to do the Nervos side. It will be tested in order to see if they need to make any adjustments, but that's where they're at right now. The completion of this bridge will mark an important milestone for Nervos as we build solutions to support multi-chain applications by connecting with other chains, including Cardano, who shares Nervos' vision for true interoperable blockchain ecosystem. So pretty awesome. And I really thought this update was just something to throw out there because interoperability is a major part of Cardano. And another major part of Cardano is not to rush code and to not break things, go fast, break things, do things in a hasty manner. Cardano is definitely more about the slow and steady academic approach, where you cite everything, rigorously test, research before deploying, and take it slow and steady. So recently there has been an incident with Thorchain. Then they've suffered a sophisticated attack on the ETH router, around $8 million worth of assets. So quite the attack. The hacker deliberately limited their impact, seemingly a white hat. So they didn't steal everything when they could have, and they limited how much they took. ETH will be halted until it can be peer-reviewed with audit partners as a priority. LPs in the ERC20 pools will be subsidized. So yeah, pretty breaking news. 16 hours ago, Thorchain suffered a major hit. And this is just one example of many. Hopefully not many more to come, but this is something that is nerve-wracking, right? $8 million worth of assets. And here's a message from the hacker. So I'll read it out for you guys because it's kind of hard to read here. But from the hacker in TX input data. Could have taken ETH, BTC, LYC, BNB, and BEP20 if weighted, wanted to teach the lesson, minimizing damage, multiple critical issues. 10% VAR bounty would have prevented this. Disable until audits are complete. Audits are not a nice to have. Do not rush code that controls 9 figures. So basically the hacker's saying, what are you doing? Stop rushing code. You can't go fast and break things on something that is controlling 9 figures of assets. And yeah, very good lesson. Here's a tweet, about someone who's really into Cardano, like myself. Do not rush code that controls 9 figures. Charles and Cardano don't rush code for this very reason, because people's money is at stake. A lot of money is at stake here, and money is, important. So that's something to consider. Now, that's all I have for you guys today in today's episode of Cardano Daily, number 26. I will be putting out a couple more videos today, so stay tuned. If you want to learn how to do your own research and due diligence on projects, maybe you could do your own research and due diligence on things like Thorchain. But yeah, we're going to be doing that for Cardano-based projects. If you want to see that video, definitely check it out. And also I'm going to be putting some videos on staking and things alike. So I hope you guys enjoy them. Hope you enjoyed this video. With all that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.